Hi guys, welcome to the Crouch Ranch, where we're now going to have our favorite time of day, which is when Mike plays with his meat.
Wow. Doesn't happen every day. So, on a serious note, today we're talking about charcuterie.
And nunchucks? Nunchucks.
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 Yeah, these are the chain's a little long on these. So what I've got right here is what I think to be completely cured. We're going to find out right now. We're going to do the unveiling. These are whole muscle salumi. I don't know if I did it right.
Your salumi smells meaty.
This is my first attempt at this. So this is a pork tenderloin. Each of these is a pork tenderloin that I first put in salt, and you'll weigh out the salt. It's basically 55 grams of salt per kilo of meat, and I cured it in salt for 24 hours. Then I took it out and rolled it in a whole bunch of stuff. So we've got herbs of Provence. Is that how I pronounce that? Herbs in some herbs.
Some guy named Herb from down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of dill in here. There's some cayenne.
Dylan?
Dill
dill there.
There's dill in.
Dill in.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then obviously some black pepper. And then I also used Instacure number 2, which Instacure number 1 is what I use for my wet cures, and this is a dry cure.
He said wet.
So what we're gonna do right now, I've weighed this, and we've lost about just shy of 30%, about 27% of our total weight here. And
We're into math today.
it's been in the cooler at about 55 degrees for about a month, and it's wrapped in a cheesecloth. Right, and I've actually had it hanging like this in the cooler. Okay. So what we're gonna do right now is open one of these up and slice it and see what happens.
Now, if you're wondering why Mike was talking about grams and kilos, no, he did not suddenly become European. But the person that we got the recipe from is from Italy, and so European. So
He's actually an Italian chef.
he is.
From the Milan area.
From Milan. Mm-hmm.
Milan. Whatever. Not Tennessee.
Not Tennessee.
And yeah, he actually, we love to eat at his restaurant. It's called the Red Door. Came around to our table and sliced us some of his homemade, what's it called?
Well, he gave us two different ones. The pancetta and the...
Pancetta.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the one that's just the flat belly? Prosciutto. Yes. I am also curing one of those right now, and I will insert a quick video clip of it right here. I also have a couple of duck breasts curing right now in salt, so I'm getting all crazy about this charcuterie. You know, the thing to keep in mind about curing meats like this is if you want to be prepared for an emergency, cured meats can sit at a 70-degree temperature for a long time, and especially if you vacuum seal them, and be safe. So curing meats is, you know, it's going back to old school, but it's really a great way to preserve and prepare those things that you harvest from your own farm, homestead, ranch, whatever, and enjoy throughout the rest of the year. So let's cut this.
Now you guys all get to make fun of my camera skills, which lack.
All right. So we're gonna take this net off.
It's like taking off a Band-Aid.
All right.
Reminds me of that sleeve that you put on before you like cast a limb.
All right. Let's see now. If we have any green or blue mold, that would be bad. Ooh, look at that.
Looks pretty. Very herby.
Very herby.
Very herby.
I saw someone say to go ahead and in the preparing process to cut off this small tip here of the tenderloin.
Was it Lorena Bobbitt that gave you that piece of advice?
So that it would all cure evenly. I would say that this tip is likely drier than the rest of it. So I'm going to cut this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it in half. We're going to see what's happening, what's going on right in the middle. Ready? Are you ready? Ready for this?
I'm ready.
You're gonna get close
I'm
up?
still laughing over the dry tip.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, it looks like tuna.
Wow, look at that.
That's
okay.
pretty. It looks like it's supposed to.
It looks like it's supposed to. Feels like it's supposed to.
Smells good. Doesn't smell like rancid meat, so that's a good sign. There's no flies buzzing around it. That's a good sign. Doesn't it? It looks like seared ahi. At least on the screen I'm looking at. It's pretty.
I'm going to slice it as thin as you can. That's pretty thin right there. What do you say we do a taste test? Ready?
Go for it.
Moment of truth right here. Oh, wow. It's so delicate. Totally just fell apart in my mouth.
Does it taste like chicken?
It tastes absolutely nothing like chicken, actually.
Wow.
Believe it or not. I would say that turned out very well.
Oh, that's funny.
You gotta try this, babe.
I will. It's good. It's really good. Really, really good. It's very flavorful. It reminds me of when you get really, really thinly sliced, like cured fish, kind of, because it's got that deep red, you know? I mean, it doesn't taste like fish at all, but just the texture. But it's really good.
What's that behind you there?
Oh, this? I'm like, what's behind me? Your beer?
Oh yeah, you can hand me that.
Well, yeah, priorities, right? No, so I have a sourdough going right now that Tony gave us a starter, and Saturday is feeding day. So I took out some and added to it. We'll do a video on that maybe next week of me taking out the starter and adding to it and all of that, and talking a little bit about the sourdough. So this one I threw together. I added some seasonings and stuff to it, but this is just some of the starter that you have to remove from your batch, and I added to it, and I baked it in my Dutch oven. So it's kind of more of a flatbread because I didn't really, I didn't let it rise, and I didn't use the full amount. Plus I added, flour and water to it to make a bigger loaf. And then Mike went and was thinning out some stuff in the garden, so I've got some radishes and some garlic scapes and pickling spices and things in here. So I just did a quick canning of some radishes. So these will be good in the fridge for like 4 months. So they'll be in salads and whatever else you want to use them for, just as a little side snack or something really good for the charcuterie board with all of Mike's cured meats. Will be a couple of little radish slices and things like that. So kind of something fun to do for the summer is to do some of the charcuterie stuff, just because you can put fresh berries and cucumber slices and radishes that are pickled and pickles and your own little spreads of jams and jellies and things like that. Make your own little breads. It's kind of a fun little thing to put out when you have people over, because it's a cool little thing to nosh on. It's kind of a quick and easy thing that you can put together that, granted, a lot of it takes time to do, but the end result is something that you can kind of share on the patio when the weather's nice and all of that. Now I just went on a tangent, but
Yeah, you did.
whatever. Anyway, your meat's good. I've always been a fan of your meat. I don't care what they say. It's not half bad.
Who's they?
The people. So thanks for watching Mike play with his meat.
Take us out, baby.
I'll take you out. Take you all the way down to Chinatown.
I'll take you downtown.
Thanks for watching the video, guys, of Mike playing with his meat. I hope you enjoyed Mike playing with his meat. This joke just never gets old. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications. Bye. Love you long time. Peace out. Vaya con Dios. Sayonara.
Adios, amigo.
Alright, go turn that thing off. I'm waiting for the sheep shearer.
You want to go grab me the food saver, please?
I don't even know where it is. I'll take a bite.
Ain't a woman in the 8th grade, blue eyes and a pretty face.
That bread is good.
'Cause I couldn't say, and that's a damn shame. Sitting there on that high-wall bridge, everybody jumped, but I never did. I didn't get the
That's the
girl
duck
at
right there.
Tennessee summer night. It's
Yeah,
alright,
actually weighs
'cause
246
this is the
grams.
life that I live, taking each day
to that
for
plant.
all it'll give. There's times I've hit and times I've missed, but I never lost. I won't quit, 'cause this is the life that I live, holding on to everything the boy in me is. Living for